What is up, you guys? Dennis Garcia here. How the hell is everybody doing? I am doing fantastic. Today it is Saturday, March 23rd, and I know that I told you guys last week that I wanted to start uploading videos on Tuesdays and Wednesdays because my weekly vlogs do take some time to edit. However, there is no weekly vlog this week, and there's not gonna be one next week. There will be one the week after that. So 2 weeks from now, my weekly vlogs will resume. How do you guys like the background? Anyways, I changed the color from pink to blue today to try a little something different. I think anytime that I make videos in my room where I'm just like talking to you guys, I'm gonna try out a different color every time and see like what colors look best. Or maybe I'll just do it for every single video. I'll just do a different color and like rotate them around. Haven't quite decided yet, but today's color for this week's video is blue. I also cut my hair. I don't know what you guys think of it. It's a pretty basic haircut. I just have like really thick fucking hair that like I literally can't wear hats anymore. My hair got to the point where like I couldn't wear a hat without my hat squeezing out of my own head because my hair is so thick and poofy that like the hat would just like slowly inch up until it like popped off my head and my hat fell off, and it was not a good look. So also I had a job interview yesterday. I had 2 job interviews actually. So I wanted to like look good. I wanted to dress to impress, and I was like, you know what, let me get a haircut so I can look presentable for these interviews because nobody's gonna hire somebody who looks like their life is in shambles. Even though my life is kind of in shambles right now, I want to present that like everything's cool on the surface, you know, everything's fine, even though inside I'm dying a little. My first interview was honestly a hot fucking mess. This was my first like in-person interview in a really long time. I've been applying to places for weeks and months and finally got some callbacks for a couple of potential jobs. And the first interview that I had was in downtown Phoenix for the government. It was a state job, and the pay is really fucking shitty. It's like 16, 17 an hour, but it is a state job. It's a government state job, and I've never had one of those, and I think that having a state job might be a good stepping stone to get like a better paying job within the state that like has benefits and all of that fun stuff. I went into it with 3 people in front of me interviewing me, asking me questions. It literally felt like I was on The Apprentice. It felt like I was on an episode of Shark Tank, and I was like trying to like sell myself like, sharks, invest in me because I am a good worker. I will give you 100% loyalty in exchange for a weekly paycheck. There is nothing more intimidating than like sitting in a boardroom with 3 people, because apparently they need 3 people for one person to be interviewed, and each of them have a laptop where they're interviewing you and they're asking you questions. Each of them is asking you a question, and then when you're talking to them, you don't know like where to look, who to look at, and then as you're talking, because they ask you like, what would you do in this situation and how would you handle this situation, and you're like explaining to them, and they're like, and I'm just like, this is overwhelming. I am overstimulated. I am stumbling upon my words, and I look like a fucking dumbass. And that interview lasted way too long. And once I was escorted out of the building, because it's a state government building, so like you have to be escorted by an employee there, not because I was like too much or like I did something wrong. I just had to be escorted because it was my time to go because my interview was over. It didn't seem optimistic that I would get the job. I asked the guy who brought me up, who also interviewed me, I was like, so how'd I do? And he was like, can't tell you. And I was like, not getting the job. And at the end he was like, yeah, usually they tell them within like a week or 2, so you'll be hearing within like 2 weeks if you got the job or you didn't get the job. And I was like, I know I didn't get the job. I didn't say that obviously, because you know, wanna let them see that I'm like optimistic and I'm like a happy person, you know. I wanna ooze enthusiasm. So I was like, oh, thank you so much, I look forward to hearing from you guys. And inside I was like, yeah, I didn't get the job. And then that same day I had another job interview with a different company. This one's a more bigger known company that delivers food and works with restaurants, and you can order food from an app. I'll let you guys guess in the comments. But I think that one actually went really, really well. It was over Zoom, even though they have an office here in Arizona. They were kind enough to do a Zoom interview. I had 2 interviews for that position with 2 different like supervisors or something. I'm not really sure. that interview was like 45 minutes and I think it went great. I feel like they both liked me, and at the end of the interview they said we hope to see you again, which I think means like we're gonna send this over to our HR to let them know that like we like you, and they'll get back to you and see if they pick you to get hired. So they told me that I should hear from them by Monday or Tuesday, since my interview was on Friday in the afternoon and it is a weekend. So I'm like looking forward to having a steady paycheck and not putting my car through what I've been putting it through trying to make a living. So just kind of trying to get back into the world and be a functioning person in society, which is also why I haven't been really posting vlogs the last 2 weeks, because I have been going through major bed rotting again. And it's funny though, because like I don't feel depressed, and I want to reiterate that like I am not depressed. I don't feel depressed. I just don't know what I feel anymore. Like I kind of feel numb, if that makes sense. Like I stay in bed all day, I sleep all day, I'm up all night. I'm not doing the stuff that I want to do. I stopped exercising. I have not gone out to work out in like a good week and a half or two, like because I'm up all night and I sleep all day and I don't want to go out at night at 2 a.m. to go work out. But I'm too tired when I'm up at a decent time when the sun's still out and it's like not too late at night to go work out. I don't want to because I'm too lazy, because I'm too tired, because I'm too comfy in bed. And I just don't want to show that side of me on YouTube, like the bed rotting side, which I know I've shared and I've talked about it, but like right now it is at its worst. And like, I don't like how it makes me feel, and I don't like how I look. So that's one of the reasons why I stopped vlogging temporarily. But today I really just, I don't want to miss an upload. I know I'm like a couple days late, but we're still within the week of like, if I posted something, it would still be considered on time. So I was like, you know what? I wasn't gonna upload anything. I wasn't even gonna come on YouTube. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was gonna let y'all have like a week break from me, and I was just gonna come back with like a similar video to this next week, which I'm probably gonna have to do that because I don't have any content to post next week because I haven't been vlogging this week. So I wasn't even gonna film anything, to be honest. But again, I'm like thinking to myself, like, if there's one thing that I have that I can control myself, is what I post online and when I post online. I have full control of that in my life. I may not have a financially stable job. I may still live in my parents' house. I may not know what life holds for me in my late 30s and early 40s, but I do know that I can film a YouTube video, edit it, and upload it all in the same day, and continue filming and posting weekly content onto my channel. Not only for you guys, but for me, because it's a promise that I made to myself that I really wanted to start posting every week, and I have not missed a week yet, and I was almost gonna miss this week, but I was like, you know what, let me just not. But yeah. I guess that's it for this video. I really didn't want to make a long video, but we're already at like 10 minutes and I don't know how this is going to translate once I edit it. I hope you guys enjoy my rambling sessions, because that's what you're gonna get. But anyways, I hope that you guys are all having a good day and a good week and a good month and a good life and a good year. I hope that you guys are having a good March. I know I am kind of, sort of. Maybe, aside from my bed rotting, but trying to figure that one out. How to get out of bed rotting and like feel a sense of normalcy again. It's really hard. I'll see you guys next week for another depressing video. Okay, bye.